Welcome to Vidyanagar online science class. I'm here with you to discuss our first chapter, heat. At the end of today's class, you will learn about temperature, thermometer, clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer and digital thermometer. Let's move to our today's class. Okay. Guys, what is the climate today? Is it hot or cold? Of course, it's cold today, right? And what was the climate, like in March and April month? It was too hot, right? And what about the climates 2 weeks before? Definitely it was hot. How can we compare or how can we differentiate the hotness and coolness of an object? We can compare or differentiate the hotness or coolness of an object by touching them. Am I right? By touching on them, we can understand whether it is hot or cool. And another way is that, if there is fumes, we can understand that that is a hot object. Is there any other way to understand that? Definitely, we have one more method to understand that the object is hot or cool, that is measurement. Which is that method? Measurement. We can measure the hotness of an object. Normally, we are using the words like, it was too hot yesterday or 2 weeks before it is very hot and today the hotness is not that much. So this too hot, very hot, little hot are the measurements. So we can measure the hotness of an object. That measurement of hotness of an object is known as temperature. What is that? Temperature. So what is temperature? Temperature is the reliable hotness of an object is known as temperature. Or simply you understand, temperature is the other word for hotness. But definition wise, how to write the temperature? Temperature is the reliable hotness of an object is known as temperature. Reliable means what? Sure or believable. Okay, so such type of measurement of hotness is known as temperature. Reliable hotness of an object is known as temperature. Clear? What is temperature? Temperature is the reliable hotness of an object is known as temperature. Temperature is the reliable measurement of hotness of an object is known as temperature. Clear? I told you we can measure the temperature or we can measure the hotness. So that measurement of hotness is temperature. So how to define temperature? Temperature is the reliable measurement of hotness of an object is known as temperature. Clear? Reliable hotness of an object is known as temperature. Clear? See, normally how you measure the length? For the length, you can use scale. For measuring the length, you can use scale. How you measure the angles? You can measure the angles by using the protractor, right? Scale for measuring length and protractor for measuring the angles. The scale and protractor are the devices. What are they? Devices to measure the length and angles. Protractor and scale are the devices to measure the length and angle. Just like we have a device to measure the temperature and that device is thermometer. Which is the device used to measure the temperature? Thermometer. Thermometer is a device used to measure the temperature. Which is the device used to measure the temperature? Thermometer. Clear? Thermometer is a device used to measure the temperature. Okay. Thermometer is a device used to measure the temperature. Okay. Then see, by using scale you measure the length. lengths, right? So after measuring the length, you are writing like 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, or in case of angles 20 degree, 40 degree, etc. So this degree and centimeters are the units. Degree and centimeters are the units. Just like in temperature also, we have one unit named degree Celsius. Which is the unit of temperature? Degree Celsius. Degree Celsius is the unit of temperature. Which is the unit of temperature? Degree Celsius is the unit of temperature. So the unit of temperature is degree Celsius. Which is the unit of temperature? Degree Celsius. In degree Celsius, small 0 indicate degree and C is the Celsius. Small 0 degree and C is the Celsius. So the unit of temperature is degree Celsius. See, temperature is the reliable hotness or reliable measurement of hotness of an object is known as temperature, and thermometer is the device used to measure the temperature. Right? Temperature. Right. Okay. So thermometers are of two types. Thermometers are of two types. They are clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometers. Which are the two types of thermometer? Clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. There are two types of thermometers and they are clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Which are the two types of thermometers? Clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. As the name itself indicates, clinical thermometer is the thermometer which we use in the clinical purposes or hospital purposes, right? And laboratory thermometer is used in the laboratory to do the experiments. Now we can discuss about these two in detail. First one, clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer is the thermometer is used to measure the body temperature. What is clinical thermometer? Clinical thermometer is the thermometer is used to measure our body temperature. For example, you see fever. What is fever? Fever is the hotness of our body, right? So, how we measure the fever? By using the clinical thermometer. So, what is the use of clinical thermometer? Clinical thermometer is used to measure our body temperature. So, which thermometer is used to measure our body temperature? Clinical thermometer. So, clinical thermometer is used to measure the body temperature. Clear? Clinical thermometer is used to measure the body temperature. Right? Okay. See, can you say the normal body temperature of a human being? It is 37 degrees Celsius. What is the normal temperature of a human being, or what is the normal temperature of a human body? It is 37 degrees Celsius. If it is 37 degrees Celsius, our body condition is normal. If it is more than 37 degrees Celsius, that is the condition called fever. If the temperature is more than 37, like 40, 45, 50, etc., that is the condition known as fever. So in that case, how we measure that fever? By using the clinical thermometer. Right? And I told you, scale is used to measure the length. Right? In scale, you can see 0 to 15. Right? In the scale, you can see the values from 0 to 15. Just like in the clinical thermometer, you can see the values from 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. See, the clinical thermometer is a small thermometer. In that small thermometer, you can see the values from 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. So that is the range of clinical thermometer. What is the range of clinical thermometer? 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Or we can measure the values from 35 to 42 in clinical thermometer. That is the range. So what is the range of clinical thermometer? The range of clinical thermometer is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Clear? Okay. See, and both the clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer contain a liquid in it. A liquid inside the thermometer. In the clinical thermometer and the laboratory thermometer, you can see a red color liquid in it. Red color liquid in it. In the picture, you can see the red color liquid inside the clinical thermometer. So that red color liquid is the mercury. So which liquid is inside the thermometer? The liquid is mercury. Which is the liquid present inside the clinical thermometer and the laboratory thermometer? That is mercury. Clear? And what is the range of clinical thermometer? 32 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. What about the size of the clinical thermometer? It is small. The size of the clinical thermometer is small. And the clinical thermometer is made of glass. What material made of the clinical thermometer? Clinical thermometer is made of glass. Okay. And clinical thermometer is used to measure the body temperature. Then one more thing is there, in the clinical thermometer, at the end of the that bulb, you can see that bulb, like one thing is there, bulb. Okay, so at the end of the bulb you can see like one projection. At the end of the bulb you can see the projection like this. That projection is king, like this. King. What is that? King. What is the use of king inside the clinical thermometer? This king prevent the flow of mercury falling its on. Mercury is a liquid, no? Liquid always flow. Liquid always flow. So, if the liquid flows like this, we will not get the correct temperature. We have to get the correct temperature only. Right? If we get the correct temperature only, we can finalize the condition of a patient. Right? If the temperature varies, if we get the different temperature, we cannot, find out, we cannot diagnose the problem. If you want to get a solution for this, first we have to get a correct temperature. For that, the flow of mercury should be steady. If it flows from one end to other, we will not get the correct measurement. So in order to get the correct measurements, the mercury should be there in its own position, means its flow should be steady. So which part of the clinical thermometer prevent the falling of mercury its own? That is king. What is the use of king? King prevent the falling of mercury its own. That's about the clinical thermometer. Now we can discuss about the laboratory thermometer. Laboratory thermometer is big in size. When we compare the clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer is big in size, larger in size. Just like the clinical thermometer, you can see mercury inside the laboratory thermometer. What is inside the laboratory thermometer? Mercury. And can you say the range of laboratory thermometer? It was 32 to 45 in clinical thermometer, but in laboratory thermometer it is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. What is minus 10? Minus is the value, below the zero below. So we will get the values from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius in laboratory thermometer. It's a big no. So big, you will get many numbers there, like minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius, and there is no such king inside the laboratory thermometer. And what is the use of laboratory thermometer? Laboratory thermometer is used to do the experiments in the laboratory. See, laboratory thermometer can be used to conduct or do the experiments related to physics and chemistry in the chemical laboratory of the school. Right. So what is the use of laboratory thermometer? Laboratory thermometer is used to do the experiments or to conduct the experiments in the laboratory, and it's a big one, and there is mercury inside it, and the range of the laboratory thermometer is from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, now we can compare the clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. First we can check it the similarities. What are the common factors in clinical and laboratory thermometer? What are the common? What are the same factors in the clinical and laboratory thermometer? Can you say which is the first one? First one, you see both the thermometers made of glass. Clinical thermometer and a laboratory thermometer made of glass. Correct. Both the thermometers made of glass. And can you say second? Both thermometers used to measure the temperature. Both thermometer used to measure the temperature. And the third one, both contain mercury. So which are the similarities of clinical and laboratory thermometer? Clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer made of glass. Both thermometers used to measure the temperature. Both thermometers contains mercury. These are the similarities or same factors or common factors in clinical and laboratory thermometer. And can you say the difference between these two? First we can compare their size. Clinical thermometer is small. Laboratory thermometer is big. Clinical thermometer is small. Laboratory thermometer is big. Clinical thermometer is used to measure the body temperature. Laboratory thermometer is used to do the experiments. Two difference. And third one, clinical thermometer contain king and laboratory thermometer does not contain or do not contain king in it. So clinical thermometer is small, laboratory thermometer is big. Clinical thermometer is used to measure the body temperature. Laboratory thermometer is used to conduct the experiments in the laboratory. And the last one, clinical thermometer contains king and there is no any king in the laboratory thermometer. These are the difference. Similarities, both made of glass, both contain mercury, both measure temperatures. Difference, clinical thermometer is used to measure body temperature. Laboratory thermometer is used to measure the readings in the laboratory or for doing the experiments in the laboratory. And the second one, laboratory thermometer is big, clinical thermometer is small. And clinical thermometer contains king and laboratory thermometer there is no king inside the laboratory thermometer. And one more difference we can add. The range of the clinical thermometer 32 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius and the range of laboratory thermometer minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. So 4 differences. The last difference, range of clinical thermometer 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius and laboratory thermometer minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, so right now we discussed about the liquid inside the thermometer. Which is the liquid inside the thermometer? That is mercury. See, mercury is a toxic metal. Mercury is a toxic metal, means it is not good for the health. So when we do the experiments with the clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer, by accident if it hits on our, if it strikes or touch on our body, we will get some diseases or problems. So dealing with the mercury is very dangerous. And also disposing means what? Removing, dumping, throwing. Okay, so disposing or throwing or removing the mercury is very dangerous because it makes pollution in the surroundings. So mercury is not at all good for the health and the surroundings. So nowadays, instead of clinical thermometer, we have designed another thermometer, digital thermometer, which does not need mercury. We can measure the body temperature using digital thermometer, and also there is no such problems related to the mercury because there is no mercury inside the digital thermometer. Okay, let us conclude today's class. Watch the video carefully. I will meet you soon with another video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.